We're going to start, obviously, with the NFL playoffs this weekend. Finally, been waiting for a minute. So we're going to start in order from, obviously, Saturday through Monday. Let's start with the Rams and the Panthers. Who you got winning this game and why?
Well, I got the Rams. I got the Rams winning. One because the Rams offense is so potent. And then Devontae Adams is gonna be back. And the Panthers they do have a decent defense, but I don't believe in Bryce Young to be able to keep up offensively with the Rams. Because you got to put up points against the Rams. You have to. And Matthew Stafford's so good. Puka's so good. Devontae Adams is so good that you can't have any possessions off where you don't get any points down the field. And I feel like there's too many possessions where the Panthers leave points on the board. So I got the Rams winning.
Am I tripping? Did the Panthers not beat the Rams 31-28?
Okay, so you think Bryce Young could do it again?
Look, man. If you go on Twitter, not you, people, if you go on Twitter, right? I put the quarterbacks I have for this season. Aaron Rodgers is one, only because he's my favorite right now until he retires. I got Jalen Hurts. He's on my team. I got Lamar Jackson. I got Justin Herbert. And I got Trevor Lawrence right next to his I believe. I still believe. But then in honorable mentions, we got Bryce Young. Because I felt like Bryce Young was, rightfully so. Was people saying he was weak. He's not good. But then he shows up this year and plays pretty decent. Can they do it again? I think they got a chance. Because I'm going to say it last week. Last week, it is what it is. I thought Bryce Young played decent against the Bucs, if we're being honest. Outside of that stupid-ass flea flicker they tried to do. And he freaking turned the ball over. I don't know what they was doing on that. But besides that, I believe Bryce Young can get it done. Now, will Matthew Stafford throw 3 turnovers again? Have 3
No,
turnovers again? I don't know.
that's not
I think
happening.
with Rico Dowdle, if they can run the football, they haven't been able to run the football recently. If they can get the running game going, because that's what killed them last time against the Panthers. They was running the ball. They ran for 40 carries, 164 yards as a team. That if they can do that again, I think they got a chance to win it. If Bryce Young doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't make mistakes, and is able to get the ball, Jalen Coker the ball. Shout out to the 10 people in the chat. 10 people already in here. Shout out to you guys.
What's up, y'all?
But if he can get them the ball and don't turn the ball over, I think they can come up clutch against the Rams. Now, the Rams got potent offense, and Devontae Adams is supposed to come back. He played last game when against them, and they still beat them. That ain't easy to deal with it. But I got the Panthers because I'm rolling with Bryce Young. I'm biased. Bryce Young going to show the world why he was the number 1 pick and advance to the next round. Because Bryce Young is a dog. I'm pushing my agendas. If I had to pick a score, I'm going to go Panthers 28, Rams 24.
I don't even know if they're going to score 24.
You crazy.
Shit. The way Bryce Young inconsistent as be playing, I don't even know if they gonna score 24, dog.
Well, last week it was raining, and like I said, I thought he played decent. Last week it was 24 for 35, 266, 2 touchdowns. He threw a pick, and then freaking Rico Dowdle fumbled the ball. That ain't my fault.
We gonna see.
That ain't my fault.
What Bryce Young gonna do?
That ain't my fault. But you got a score? What's your score?
I'll say 28. 28. I don't think they scoring more than 21. So 28 to whatever. I don't think the Panthers gonna. I
Pick
ain't
a score. So
for
28, what? 20?
Nah, I think they're going less than 20. Probably about like 17. 28-17. Francisco, what's up, big dog?
Francisco, where you been at? We miss you. Where you been at, brother? We've been live, but I know it's been different days, but we're back to the regular scheduling program. But it's been different days. Let's see. What my guy Francisco saying? What's up? Back after a couple of weeks. How y'all doing? I hope you had 2 great holidays. Of course, bro. We definitely had 2 great holidays. How was your holiday? How was your Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate? How was it? And now I've been catching up and I've seen some Christian Coloco MVP conversation. Nah, man, don't get on. All right, brother. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing that, brother. Coloco is crazy. Coloco's crazy. The next game on Saturday. Probably one of the best games of the weekend. Charles' Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, round 3.
GTA.
Who do you have winning this game and why?
That shouldn't even be a question, dog. You know I got the Bears winning. Without having Rome these last couple of weeks, Rome's gonna be back. So he's gonna help complete that offense. And even with Rome back, we have a lot of dropped balls. Like pause. So I need these guys to come out and catch the ball. And I need Caleb to, Caleb he's been playing good without Rome. Still missing some throws that he should make. But I got the Bears winning one. I think our defense is gonna show up. And then now with no Micah to put pressure on Caleb, it's gonna make it a little easier for him. And we're at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're at home. We're at home, so we got the home court advantage. I just think that I think the Bears are gonna come out. They're gonna come out with a lot of energy. We're at home. Rome's back. Our offense is gonna be healthy. I don't know. Is Gardner still hurt, or is he gonna play? Because I know he got hurt last game.
Questionable. CJ Gardner is questionable. So today will actually be the day. If he doesn't play, if he doesn't practice Thursday, most likely he won't play.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm not scared of Trevion Diggs. I'm not scared of him. He gets blown by all the time. So, yeah, I know they just picked him up, but not worried about him.
You talking about Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, not worried about him. So, I mean, if I had to put a score on it, I still don't think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go 28-24 Bears.
Jordan Love is expected back this game.
Ain't nobody worried about him.
If we being honest, Jordan Love was kind of cooking y'all when he did.
Until we did what? Until we put that nigga in the dirt.
That don't mean nothing. He still was cooking y'all.
We gonna put that nigga in the dirt again. We gonna have that man PTSD out there.
Okay. Jordan Love is expected back. That means the Packers offense will look better with Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Dotavian Wicks, Romeo Dobbs, all of them. They got a lot of wide receiver tools. Josh Jacobs, according to him, he said this is the healthiest he's been in 6 weeks. So that means we are expecting a healthy Josh Jacobs to get the run game going. Their defense is still good, even though Micah isn't there. It's still decent. But my thing is with the Bears, let's just get this out. I'm going to pick the Bears. Like until they face Eagles, I'm going to pick the Bears to win this game. But with the Bears, again, I had to tell somebody in the comments on YouTube, the defense is not good. It's just not. It's not a good defense. He tried to tell me how a team that lead the league in takeaways is not a good defense. Motherfucker, look at the stats. Like, it's not that hard to tell me that the Bears in total defense is ranked 27. It's ranked 27.
But we don't break. Okay.
Y'all just did it 2 weeks in a row. No, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We don't break.
Stop. Don't do that. I just saw Brock Purdy lit y'all up, and then Brock Purdy gets shut down by the Seahawks.
I mean, well, the Seahawks do have the number 1 defense in the NFL, so let's not.
The Bears' defense is not good, and then the Lions. I don't know what happened to them. they was actually cooking y'all. They was actually doing whatever they really wanted. Then all of a sudden, they just didn't know what to do. And I hope that the Bears again don't be in these situations. Look, is it great to see Caleb Williams throw a game-winning touchdown when with like 8 minutes left? That would be nice. But do we really want to see that again? Why are we putting ourselves in those situations? Because it happened this past week against the Lions. Y'all was down by a lot. Y'all did absolutely nothing for the first 3 quarters. Then y'all turn it up late. Y'all get the ball back, did nothing. And then they just scored, and they kick a walk-off field goal. It's like, why are we in these situations? Like, I'm tired of, look, it's fun to see them come back, but I don't want to come back. I actually want to have a comfortable lead. And I think they actually, I'm not going to say it's not comfortable lead. I think it actually will be a back and forth game. And I think when it comes down to it in the clutch, we've seen Caleb Williams. If Caleb Williams can come up clutch like he's been doing all year, I think the Bears actually can win. And like you said, with Rome coming back, they changed it a lot. But the defense is still bad. But I do have the Bears winning. I actually do have the Bears winning. They should get this W. I just don't want to see another fourth quarter comeback. That's all I'm saying. You are at Soldier Field. It's gonna be cold. Probably what, like 20, 30 degrees, probably. Like, it's gonna be cold. But the Packers used to the cold too. This is the oldest rivalry in football history. I got the Bears. I would say I would pick the Bears. I say 30-27. 30-27. But you know what's crazy? The Bears are actually not the favorite, which is kind of shocking to me how they're not the favorites. They're at home and they split with the Packers. So I'm like, how are they not at least favored by like 2 points? What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's because no Jordan Love, and so now that he's coming back, it's like okay, now they're favorite. And then the Packers, they were once favorite for contenders to the Super Bowl this year. So I feel like that's all it is now that Jordan Love is back.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, how are the Bears, who been better this year, are at home at least? Why are we not the favorites? Like, the Packers are only favored to win by 2, but I'm just saying, why are the odds maker basically not giving the minus odds to the Bears when they're at home and they've been better than the Packers majority of the year? That's all I'm saying, which is just weird to me. That's just weird. And I honestly think it's because 2 things: playoff experience, and they just think Jordan Love at this point is better than Caleb. That's the only thing I can think of. That is literally the only thing I can think of as why they are not the favorites, at least in this game. Let's move on. I take that back. Maybe this is the game of the week. The Bills and the Jaguars. Josh Allen goes on the road in Jacksonville. Jacksonville ended the season on an 8-game winning streak. They probably have one of the most complete teams in the playoffs. Who do you have winning between the Bills and the Jaguars, and why?
The Jaguars have been hot. But this would be what? This would be Trevor Lawrence's first time in the playoffs?
Second.
I'm gonna go Bills, and that's only because of experience. I think with Josh Allen experience, with the team experience, I think that'd be enough to edge the Jaguars out. And I feel like it's about time that they do for a loss because they have been playing very well. I think that, like I said, it's time for an L, and it so happens it's gonna be in the playoffs. I think Josh Allen is going to be Superman again. I think he's going to tear that defense up. Hopefully his foot is feeling better. But yeah, I got the Bills winning.
What score?
I'm going to go 21-18.
You think it's going to be a defensive game?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's going to be no high scoring game.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty shocking. Look, man. Trevor Lawrence, fifth best quarterback. Josh Allen, right now, probably, arguably the best quarterback in the playoffs. James Cook, probably their best offensive weapon besides Josh Allen. You know, you got Khalil Shakir. You got Brandon Cooks, Keon Coleman. He don't play, so I'm not even counting him. Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. You know, you got a lot of decent weapons. The defense has not been bad recently because it was kind of bad early on in the middle of the season, but it hasn't been the worst. But man, what Jacksonville doing right now is like really good. They're 13-4. Their defense is pretty good. Their offense is potent. You got the running game with Travis Etienne. Jacoby Myers has been amazing for them since he's been on the team. BTJ has been really good recently. No Travis Hunter, obviously. But it's been Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has been the catalyst of the Jaguars really the past, like, in that 8-game winning streak. And they're at home. Give me Jacksonville. I just think Jacksonville has the better team. I think they really have, like, I think they got the better offense. I think their defense is better. Special teams, actually, their special teams is probably better, too. They got damn near second best kicker in the league in Cam Little. Like, if Josh Allen has to basically be Superman, obviously, I don't know if that's going to be enough, bro. Like, that means you got to count on them wide receiver tools to step it up. James Cook has to play good. If James Cook gets stopped, then what you going to do? And the Bills have the worst run defense in the league. And Travis Etienne is no slouch. He's really good. And if Travis Etienne potentially runs all over the Bills, it might be GG's. It's definitely not going to be a blow because Josh Allen is going to make plays. But the Jaguars are the most complete team right now. And yes, experience does play a part. This is Trevor Lawrence's second time in the playoffs. But I got to go with the team. And it's going to be disappointing too because Josh Allen, this might be his second best opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. But it's crazy because it's not going to happen because he's going to lose against the Jaguars. Like, I believe in Trevor Lawrence. I just believe in Trevor Lawrence, the man with the nice hair. I believe in him. Trevor Lawrence been hooping. Huh?
I said surfer dude.
Basically, he been hooping. He's been playing amazing. And I just don't trust that Bills team to potentially get it done against one of the best teams in the NFL. Like, they're hot right now. So it's hard, man. I feel bad for Josh Allen, but I think he's not going to get it done. If I had to pick, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, honestly. I think it's going to be like 34-31. I won't be shocked if this is a high-scoring game. The Bills are actually favored in this game, too. And I just think that's just because of Josh Allen. Literally. That's just it. They're favored to win by 2, and that's just Josh Allen. And I understand. Understandable. But give me the Jaguars, bro. They should get this W and move on. The next game, the evening game, the afternoon game, the 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. 49ers had a chance to get first seed. They lose. Eagles coming to this season, coming to the playoffs. We healthy. We rest our stars. We should have won last game. That's neither here nor there. But who do you have winning between the 49ers and the Eagles?
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think, even without Fred Warner and some of their guys on the defense, the 49ers defense has still played well. And then with the Eagles struggling on offense, I think it's going to be a closer game than what people think. But I got the 49ers winning. I think Brock Purdy can do enough to help his team score and put them in position to score. And then I don't think y'all going to stop C-Mac. And then
he hasn't been good this year, really. Well, running the ball, yes, running, he hasn't been like the best.
He ain't got to be number 1 and number 2, but it's still Christian McCaffrey, dog. Like, but he hasn't been good at all running the ball this year. All it takes is one game. And y'all have been getting ran on the last couple of weeks.
By who?
So the Bears didn't. The Bears didn't just.
That was like 6 weeks ago. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that. That was a couple of weeks ago. That was like 6 weeks ago. Please,
the Bears ran on y'all.
That was 6-7 weeks ago.
The Commanders are ass, so I'm not even gonna count them. But y'all still let Rodriguez run decent on y'all. Even if y'all did rest y'all starters,
yes, we have the backups in.
Oh
yes.
Well. Oh well.
Here you go. All right.
Yeah, James Cook ran decent on y'all. 20 attempts for 74 yards. That's not bad.
Good. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't don't do that. Don't.
The Raiders are ass.
Here you go.
The Raiders are ass, so I'm not counting the Raiders.
That's what we doing.
And then the Chargers, who beat y'all. Justin Herbert ran for 10 times for 56
James Cook
yards.
Averaged 3 yards a carry. That's not good.
Marion Hampton ran the entire Chargers ran decent on y'all, from Vidal to Hampton to Herbert. They ran pretty well on y'all. So y'all run defense isn't the best, dog. And we're talking about Christian McCaffrey here.
Who hasn't run the ball good? What are we doing?
He's still one of the best running backs in the NFL, dog. Like I said, all it takes is one game. And y'all offense has been ass. So y'all defense is gonna be on the field majority of the time. So you think y'all defense is not gonna get tired? You think them hoes not gonna open? You think Christian McCaffrey's gonna run terrible against y'all?
I got a question. Is 3 yards a carry good? Yes or no?
No, it's not.
Then you can't say he's just gonna run over us when he's been not good rushing the ball all year. You just said James Cook had ran the ball on us well. You telling me 20 carries for 74 yards, averaging 3 yards a carry is good? That's what you telling me. You just said that. And you're telling me that Christian Rodriguez, when we literally had the backups in the game.
And what about the other people that I stated? What about the Chargers?
First of all, you said a couple of weeks.
Y'all let Justin Herbert run 60 yards on y'all.
First of all, you said a couple of weeks. Okay, in the last couple of weeks, I give you Chargers. But let's not act like that was not a couple of weeks ago.
That was the game. That was literally the game before. They played the Chargers and then the Bears the week before.
That was in Thanksgiving. That's not a couple of weeks ago. Don't do that.
Look, the Eagles are losing. It's okay. Y'all not making it back to the Super Bowl. Y'all not doing shit this year. Y'all getting your ass bounced in the first round. You trying to defend these weak fucks when they not gonna fucking win. It's okay. It's okay. Take that damn L. Y'all ain't winning shit.
That's fine if you think that. I have no problem with you saying that. I have no problem with that. But you're not gonna come up. First of all, that was week 14. That was like 4 weeks ago. Don't do that. A couple is 2. Don't do that.
A couple can be 2 or more.
I don't want to hear that. Don't do that.
A couple can be 2 or more.
Don't do that. That's fine.
And let's not act like Ashton Genty has been ass this entire year. But he's had a good game here and there. So just because you haven't ran the ball good throughout the entire year, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have a good game.
Charles.
And he's going to have a good game against y'all. You better be lucky. You better be lucky if Jalen Carter don't get suspended before the damn game. That's what you need to worry about.
Wait, why are you bringing up Ashton Genty?
Because you said Christian McCaffrey has only ran for 3-point-something yards.
Ashton Genty and Christian McCaffrey are 2 different people.
Listen to what I'm saying before you respond. You just told me Christian McCaffrey has only ran for 3.5 yards, so that's not good, correct? Okay, that's fine. But Christian McCaffrey is still one of the top 5 best running backs in the league, and your defense has not been playing that well the last couple of weeks. Your run defense hasn't been that well. Y'all faced ass teams the last couple of weeks, and when y'all face good teams and they ran on y'all, they ran the ball very fucking well. So you think the 49ers, who are a great team, a great coach team with a top 5 running back and a competent quarterback and a decent offensive line, you don't think that they'll be able to run the ball against y'all? If you don't think that they're gonna be able to run the ball against y'all, you smoking something right now.
I'm gonna do the same thing just like I did Tariel last in the group chat. I'm about to cook your ass. I'm looking right now as we speak. Since that Chargers game, rushing. First of all, the Chargers only averaged 4 yards a carry. That game, 4. That's it. That ain't good. Don't do that. Next game, Raiders, 3 yards per carry.
They're ass.
Is 4 yards good? Yes or no?
The Raiders are ass. The Raiders are ass. The Commanders are ass.
Okay, that's fine. What about the Bills? 3 yards a carry. Is that good? Yes or no? I'm asking.
No, 3 yards a carry isn't good.
Okay, that's fine. Against the Chargers, they had 4 yards a carry. Is that good? Yes or no?
That's okay. 4 yards is okay.
That's not good. Don't do that. My point is, I'm not going to, just like I said, Tariel, I'm not going to let you come up here and just lie. I'm not going to do that.
Bro, y'all played out of the last 6 weeks. How many good teams have y'all played?
I'm not done. I wasn't done.
No, because you're trying to push this agenda like our defense is this top of the line defense, and it's fucking not. The last couple of weeks, y'all played ass teams. Besides the 3 good teams y'all done played in these last couple of weeks, y'all the Bills, the Chargers, and the Bears. Each one of them has ran. I didn't say they ran amazing on y'all. They ran pretty well on y'all. And that's a big reason why they won those games. Because of the running game.
That's not okay. 3 yards of carry is not good. That's all I'm saying. That's just
going off the yards, bro. Everything is not statistics, big dog. Yes, it was 3 yards of fucking carry. Yes, that's fucking ass, Sheldon. We get it. You just said the shit 4-5 times. It's ass. We got it through our brains now. That's perfectly fine. But if you keep running the football, you keep wearing down the defense, you will potentially have big runs and score. Why are you acting like you don't know this? You're just going out the 3 yards of carry to try to push a fucking agenda.
No. Oh my God. No, because you just said can I please talk? I'll let you speak. You just lied. You lied and said that they have been the last couple of weeks, teams have been running the ball on us pretty well. I said, no, that's not true. That's just not true. You said we played garbage teams. Then what we do, then when I named the good teams that haven't ran the ball well on us, you talking about some, that is, no, it's not. 3 yards of carry from James Cook, who's leading the league in rushing, is not good. Yes, Cavani Vidal against us had that big, gigantic run, but did absolutely nothing else. You watched that game just like I did. You know he didn't do nothing else. We're not going to act like he just ran the ball over us that game. Our run defense, our whole entire defense is just good in general. We have like a top 5 defense in the league. Our defense is what's going to get us this win. Now, do I think Jalen Hurts has to step it up this game? Yes. And the 49ers defense, they got so many injuries. I don't even think it's going to be enough. Their corners really isn't the best. Fred Warner, Joey Bosa, they're not there. Their defense isn't that well. I think our offense is good enough, and I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a good game. Like I said, Christian McCaffrey all year. This is all year. They've been using him more as a receiver. That's what I'm saying. He just hasn't read the ball well. Like, yes, 3 yards per carry. But just because it's Christian McCaffrey, he just automatically just do that when our run defense has been pretty decent. It's pretty good. Like, no, my point is, I'm not just going to let you come up and lie and say this run defense the last couple of weeks has been bad, but niggas can't even get 5 yards of carry on the run. Like, I'm not going to let you do that. You just lied. You literally just lied. And then you talk about it's not just the stats. Nigga, it's the stats. Go look it up. Like, come on. Don't be out here lying. Go ahead, Ren. Go ahead.
Whose offensive line is better? The Bears or the 49ers?
I would say the Bears.
Who running back is better? DeAndre Swift and Cal Monangai or Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey.
So now answer me this. Do they have a good offensive line, an ass offensive line? How would you rate their offensive line?
This year I would say it's probably below average.
I don't think it's below average. I think it's at least average or a little bit above average. And if you think that Christian McCaffrey is the better running back than Cal Monangai and DeAndre Swift, who, since you want to talk about yards per carry, they average 6.9 and 5.9 respectively on y'all. And Christian McCaffrey is the better running back with a good offensive line. You don't think he can emulate the same thing?
No, because he hasn't done it all year. No. He ran crazy on y'all because y'all defense sucks.
Okay.
Like, okay. Do
that. If our defense sucks, why the fuck Saquon Barkley ain't do nothing in? It's just our defense so bad. Why didn't Saquon do anything?
Saquon wasn't playing good that game. I can admit y'all. This is the problem with you Bears fans.
Come on now. You got so much faith in Saquon. He ain't did shit either this entire year. Saquon has done nothing. Nothing this entire year. But you got so much faith in him. Like he doesn't need to have a good game as well.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Who said what?
Who said Saquon don't need to have a good game? Who said that?
No, I didn't say you said he didn't need to have a good game. I said let's not act like he doesn't have to have a good game in order for y'all to win.
Of course he needs to have. Everybody has to have a good game. Of course he has. The Bears have had one of the best running attacks all year. They have. But the reason why Christian McCaffrey, who only averages 3 yards a carry, the offensive line hasn't been the best. Trip Williams, who their best offensive lineman, probably won't play this weekend. Well, that's Sunday. Probably won't play Sunday. That's a big part. He's a Hall of Fame tackle. Like, and the Bears, who offensive line has been low-key healthy all year, which is the reason why DeAndre Swift has had one of his best years, and Kyle Monunga, who looks like not what a 5th-round running back, but looks like a 2nd or 1st-round running back. The Bears running game has been killing all year. My point is, I don't care what Christian McCaffrey does. If Christian McCaffrey runs wild, that's fine. I'm just not gonna let you just come up here and lie and say our defense ain't been this, our run defense ain't been that, when that's just not true. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna let them. But then you said, "Oh, you guys play weak teams." Yes, of course we play weak teams. But then when we face the good teams who really ain't run the ball on us that well, you talk about some. Oh, Kyle Vidal, he ran, but it's like he had one long carry, then that was it. Like I'm not.
Okay, what about Hampton? What about Justin Herbert? Like, come on now. And then you want to talk about that you're not scared of the 49ers defense. They just held the Seahawks to 13 points. And the Seahawks have a really good offense. They have a top 5 offense, and they held them to 13 points. And y'all have an ass offense, and you don't think that we could do this? That they could do the same to y'all? And they just held a top 5 team to 13 points.
Well, I think we have just a better team in general. I think we have the better team. I think we have probably one of the best rosters, obviously top 3 rosters in the NFL. So I just think we have the better team than the 49ers, and they're banged up. And Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold just wasn't, I don't think he was like that good.
Okay, he's been playing better than Jalen Hurts?
That's fine.
Okay, then. So if he's been playing better than Jalen Hurts, and they held they offense to 13 points, and Jalen Hurts has been ass this entire year, what the hell you think they're gonna do?
Whoa!
You can't just turn it on. You just can't turn it on like that. Y'all can't just turn it on like that.
Jalen Hurts just did that last year in the playoffs. I saw him turn on.
Okay, we're gonna see again. Let's see.
I saw him outplay the boogeyman.
Let's see if he do it again.
I mean, he's done it. He's done it before.
Okay, let's see if he do it again.
Like we're not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna let you.
No one has lied. No one.
You just did. You just said our run defense wasn't good.
Bro, it has not been. What the fuck? And then you want to say, okay, why did y'all Christian Rodriguez, that first game that they played, y'all, he ran 15 attempts for like what 60, 70 something yards? That's not good. That's not okay. Y'all got this great ass defense. Why y'all letting the fucking third stringer run that much on y'all? Hello, that wasn't rhetorical.
My bad. I guess it won't load up. Let's see.
He ran 15 for 63 yards for 4.2 yards per carry in a TD.
That ain't good, nigga. What are you talking about? Stop lying. Stop. Don't do
that. Saying you have to run 7 fucking yards per carry in order to be effective on the fucking field, Sheldon. Just because you ran less than 5 yards, that does not mean your run game was not effective. If y'all defense was so fucking good, why the fuck didn't y'all blow them out?
We was blowing them out. What are you talking about? Don't do that. Please don't do that. Stop lying. Stop. We was beating them 29-10 and got a late touchdown. Don't do that.
Y'all ass get knocked out. So
you can shut the fuck up.
So you can shut the fuck up.
I cannot
wait till Brock Purdy kick y'all ass out the damn
playoffs.
I cannot wait. I'm not gonna let you gonna be sitting up here crying, giving up all these excuses on why y'all lost. Either you gonna cry and give up all these excuses, or you gonna try to act nonchalant about why y'all lost. And they just outplayed us. They just did. I'm gonna hit some bullshit next time we get on the pod.
It's 29-10, not a blowout.
Yes, Sheldon, it's a blowout.
And they got a late touchdown with a minute left. And you talking about why y'all ain't blow them out? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stop it.
You weak ass Eagles fans, man.
Stop. Lie.
The worst thing that was the Eagles winning the Super Bowl because we
got
wait a
minute. So 4 yards of carry is good, right? In your opinion, right?
That's good. It's okay. Yes, it's okay.
And you think Saquon Barkley was ass, right? This year, you think he didn't run the ball?
Ass this year.
He averaged 4 yards a carry this whole year. That ain't good. If you saying 4 yards,
some of those stats are inflated.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop.
This is exactly why I say.
All right, bro.
This is exactly why I say the numbers do not always equivalent to the play on the field, because you can have LeBron James, whose numbers are okay, has really not been playing well this year. He hasn't been playing defense well. His offense has been spotty. So numbers do not always tell the tale, dog. Anyone who watches football and you watch the Eagles every single fucking week, you know Saquon Barkley has been below average this year. And if you don't want to admit to that, then you're just a delusional ass Eagles fan.
What are we talking about? What? No one said Saquon Barkley was good this year. No one said.
Right, but you just tried to make the case by saying, "Oh, well, he averaged 4 yards this year, so that means he's played okay." But you know damn well every game that you've seen.
I never said that. What are you talking about?
You literally just said, in your eyes, 4 yards of carry is okay, right? So Saquon Barkley has averaged 4 yards of carry this year. So that means that he's playing okay, right? That means he's playing okay, right? The fuck?
Francisco, I swear to God, if you in this chat, I swear to God. Because when I said 3 yards and 4 yards of carry is not good, Charles said it's not all about the stats. He said Christian Rodriguez, who averaged 4 yards of carry that game, said he was okay. But then when I brought up how Saquon Barkley averaged 4 yards, that ain't good. Saquon Barkley was not that. He was okay this year. He was okay-ish. But 4 yards of carry is not good. That's not good. That's all I'm saying. You can't say Christian Rodriguez was okay running the ball against us, but then when I brought up Saquon Barkley no, don't do that. 4 yards of carry is not good. 3 yards of carry is not good. All I'm saying, and then we go move on. I'm gonna give my score and we move on. I just wasn't gonna let you come up here and lie and say the run defense was not good, but that's just not true. That's just not true. It's not true. Night, we gotta move on, but But for the score for the Eagles, like I said, I think we have the overall better team. I think our defense has been really good the last 6 weeks, honestly. Oh my God.
You dog, the league average was 4.2 yards per carry. So how is that not good? How is that not good? I didn't even know that the league average was 4.2 yards this year.
Jesus Christ.
If that's not good, then what is?
Jesus Christ.
It's not rhetorical, Sheldon.
I would say above average. That's not average.
The league average is 4.2.
I'm talking about the individual player. It's 5. James Cook ran for 5+ yards every time he touched the ball. He touched the ball 5 yards. Devon Achane, 5.7. Justin Fields don't count. James Cook, 5.2. Derrick Henry, 5.2. Josh Allen, 5.2. Bijan, 5.2. That is good. Jahmyr Gibbs, 5.
No, that's top tier.
4.4. That ain't good.
That's okay. That's okay. Anything 5 or below, 5 or above, that's excellent. That's excellent. That's top. That's top tier.
So Saquon had a good year in your opinion.
Okay, yeah. If you're going off that, then yes. And then hold on. If you're gonna go off Saquon, that 4 being okay, that 4-point yards that Christian Rodriguez ran against y'all, that was okay. That 4-point yards
that's not okay, bro.
Move on, dog.
I wasn't done.
I was still saying. Finish what you was gonna say, dog.
I know you interrupted me saying some stupid shit.
Finish what you gonna say about these Eagles.
Mute your mic. As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by my co-host. He interrupted me for no damn reason.
Weak ass Eagles.
Here you go, interrupted
me. Bum ass niggas.
Here you go, interrupted. Now, if I mute your mic, you're gonna cry. So, can I please finish? If
I do the same, you're gonna do the same thing.
I can't cry like you. I don't cry.
Yeah,
I don't cry. I'm not you. I don't cry.
Okay.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Thank you. All right. Like I said, I feel like the Eagles, we have the better team overall. If you want to, if anybody want to say, oh, Brock Purdy better, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. I know who the better quarterback is. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, they ain't been running that well that year anyway. But I think our run game has been not all that. But I think against the 49ers, who don't have like a good run defense like that, I think we can run all over them. I think Saquon is actually going to have a good game. I think Jalen Hurts is going to actually make the clutch throws that he's always made this year. I can see Jalen Hurts give me like 200+ yards, maybe 2 touchdowns, maybe a tush push here and there. Tush push ain't even been that successful this year. But I think it's just our defense. I think our defense is better than the 49ers. And I think our defense is going to overwhelm Brock Purdy. We have the pass rushers that can get to him. And if Trip Williams does play, is going to hurt them. So, of course, I got my Eagles winning. I think it's going to be a really good game. Like, it's still the 49ers, still Kyle Shanahan at the end of the day. I'm going to say we win 28-21. I think that's what the score is going to be like. I think Patula, who has been a terrorist, I think he probably draws up something good for us, and I think we win this game. So, give me the Eagles, obviously, 28-21. Let's move on to the next game. The Chargers and the Patriots on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots had one of the best years in a minute. The Chargers still have been a good team. Chargers are on the road. Who you got winning this game on Sunday Night Football?
I got the Chargers winning. I think that for Drake May's first time in the playoffs, it's gonna be an eye opener for him. And then on top of that, they haven't really played any, really above 500 teams this year. So I think that the Chargers defense is gonna get to Drake May. I think that they're gonna cause a lot of pressure on him. And I want to see what Drake May does against a top defensive team, because this entire year, I think the best defense they didn't probably play was the Browns, but the Browns ain't really that good to keep it a close game. So, and then maybe the Steelers when they played them early in the year. So I think it's gonna be like the best defensive team that they play. So I want to see what Drake May does against pressure. So, but I still got the Chargers winning.
What score?
21-17.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. I got the Chargers. I got Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's one of my favorite quarterbacks, but like Charles said, and I think everybody's gonna admit to this and say it, this is probably the best team they're gonna play all year. Like they faced the Broncos in week 3, but it's like, what were the Broncos at that time? You didn't know if they was gonna be decent or really good. Obviously, they became really good, but you didn't know what they was. But since then, the best team I think they played like that was really good was the Bills. Like in the Bills, obviously they came back on them, but that was the Bills. But now this is probably gonna be a true test for them all year. I think Justin Herbert is actually going to make the good plays. Justin Herbert in the playoffs has been selling. Like, it's just facts. He needs to eventually get a win. I think he's going to play good. I think Omarion Hampton, I think he'll have a good game. You got to get the ball to Lad McConkey, who is your number one. And we could get a good Quentin Johnson like how he was early in the year. Remember, you was so like how he was so good because Aaron Finesse and got Quentin Johnson. So if we could get a Quentin Johnson like that, the Chargers got a good chance. In the Patriots, I think their defense is still good, but the Chargers have a really good defense. And I don't think Travion Henderson is gonna really run the ball over Ramondre. Ramondre had a really good game last game, but I don't see them running the ball. I think we're gonna have to get a Stephon Diggs masterclass. Can we really get that? I actually don't know. And Drake May, this is the first time he's in the playoffs. I do think he's up for the challenge, though. I really do. Give me the Chargers. Like, I just believe that they're the most experienced team. You got Jim Harbaugh at the helm, and I think the defense comes to play. I'm gonna say, I'm going to say 23-21. A 23-21 score, win by 2. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a defensive masterclass. But give me Justin Herbert to come clutch to close this out. Now, the last game. Damn, what's that noise in the background? That sounds like a table being moved. That's what that sounds like.
I don't know.
But the last game on Monday Night Football, we got the Texans and the Steelers. Texas got one of the number one ranked defense in the league. Aaron Rodgers comes up clutch, obviously, against the Ravens, sneaks into the playoffs. Who do you have winning? Congratulations, Charles. He picked the Steelers to get the W, and then they did fire John Harbaugh literally like 2 days later. But who do you have winning this game to end wild card weekend?
I got the Texans. The Texans defense is just so good. I don't think any quarterback has played well against them the entire season, and now you asking a 40-something-year-old Aaron Rodgers to go out there and play amazing. Even though DK is back, I still don't think that's going to be enough. I think the Texans defense is just too damn good, and then CJ Stroud has been playing well of recent. So I think and then I don't even know if TJ Watt is available to play this game because
No,
he's
he's
been out with
playing.
the
He's
last.
playing.
He's
No, he
playing.
played last game. He played on Sunday night. He's playing.
Yeah, even with him playing, I still don't think that's enough to stop the Texans. I think they're going to be able to pressure Aaron Rodgers. I think they're going to be able to make it very uncomfortable for him. So I got the Texans winning.
A score.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it's gonna be low scoring though. I ain't got no score.
Pick like 17-10 or something. Man, it's hard. I think Aaron Rodgers sneaks in. He gets his number one back. DK comes back. That's gonna be helpful. I think the Steelers defense has played good, well enough. The offensive line has actually protected Rodgers pretty good, but like Charles said, they got Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson. Them two guys are amazing together. That's probably one of the best dynamic dual pass rushers in the league. If they get pressure to Aaron Rodgers, who's 42 years old, I think Aaron Rodgers got no chance. I'm not gonna cap. But if Aaron Rodgers gets enough time and makes the plays, I would not be shocked if Steelers do come out and get this W, but I just got to go with the better defense. I think CJ Stroud is the better quarterback. They got no run game though. Like Woody Marks he's okay, but it's like he ain't like no obviously like no James Cooking up, but they got a running game. Like I'm not scared of Woody Marks. Nothing against him. I think Neil Collins has to have a good game. Them rookies who have been decent this year, Jay Noel, and Higgins, they've been good. Dalton Schultz has to get involved, but I think CJ Stroud does enough to get the win for the Texans, man. They move on. Like Steelers, it's just cannot really trust Aaron Rodgers to do what he did. Like Aaron Rodgers had a good game against the Ravens. Cannot trust him to make the right plays. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I'm gonna go with the Texans. I'm gonna go 2016 Texans. Like, I think this is going to be a legit defensive game. Two good defenses, but the Texans got the better defense. But I think they got the quarterback that can make more plays to Aaron Rodgers in this game. But I will not be shocked if the Steelers win. But give me the Texans, bro. Give me the Texans to get this W. And before we finish this off, I do want to ask, real quick, we ain't gonna talk about no other game, but like, you said it. You said if the Steelers win, John Harbaugh gets fired. So John Harbaugh gets fired, and what's your thoughts about that, real quick? And then, was this a disappointing year for the Ravens not making the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it was a disappointing year. One because they didn't play Ravens football. The defense wasn't good, and John Harbaugh was supposed to be a defensive guy. Um, and even though Lamar was injured from majority of the season, I still thought that team was supposed to play Ravens football and find a way to win those games without him like they've done before. And then on top of that, I think it's just time for a new. It was always time for a new voice in there. He's been in there. He was there for like 6 years, right? How long has John Harbaugh been there?
18 years, brother. 6 years is
18.
great. 6 years is crazy. 18. He been there forever. He
Yeah,
was there when they
so
won the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
he damn near been there 20 years. So yeah, was his brother? No, his brother just became a Chargers head coach.
Are you getting them mixed up?
Yeah. Now his brother has been the head coach for Chargers for how long?
This is year 2.
Yeah, 2 years. But anyways, regardless, it's time for a new voice in there. He's been there for damn near uh, a decade plus, damn near 2 decades almost. So it's definitely time for a new voice. Uh, so I mean, I think he's gonna bounce back and get a job. Where that's at, I don't know. He might be good with the Browns. I think that they can. I think him being there, they can make that. He can make that defense even better. Um,
Need to get that
and I think
offense.
he'll believe. I think he'll believe in Shedeur, and I think that they put a competent pieces and a competent OC around Shedeur. But yeah, I think
He,
John
need,
Harbaugh's gonna get another job immediately.
he needs to go somewhere where it's a good culture. The team is good. The Browns are not good. They're nowhere near contending. Like, they're just not. He needs to go somewhere where it's good. I heard. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not even gonna fake like I want to say a team. Honestly, none of the only like out of these teams that's hiring is like the one team I would say that's actually good. Technically, his job that he just got fired from in the Falcons. That's like the only teams I can think of. All these other teams are not good. Now, but you do have to.
The
Who?
Browns is an easy turnaround though. That's an easy turnaround. The defense is already good. You just gotta put pieces around the offense. That's an easy turnaround.
Are they a wild card team though?
With him there, they
Yes.
could be, and if they put the right pieces around Shador, yeah, they could be.
He got to have some say though. Andrew Berry is the one that's been who's who's the one that's been making all the decisions. And I'm not gonna act. I don't think he's the greatest GM, but he's made like some. This draft class has been pretty good. Junkins, Graham, he wasn't the best, but Swettinger, Harold Fannin, Shador, whatever comes with him, his draft class wasn't this bad. But this my thing though. Like you saying easy turnaround. You talk about you think he's like so good that he could turn around them like in what, like a year or something, or you talk about like 2-3 years or something like.
I think probably about. I think he could turn them around within 2 years. They hire him. Of course, they got to get pieces to surround around Shador. I mean, the Broncos, not the Broncos, the Browns. They went 5-12 this
Yes,
year,
5-12.
and they could have beat the Bills. They got their ass blown out by the Bears. They should have beat the Titans, so that's 2 games they could have won. Um, I mean, and then what was that? That game against the Browns. They could have won that game. I mean, like not the Browns against the Ravens. They could have won that game. I mean, so if you put pieces around Shador and let Shador start from the entire season, they can have an okay season. And then after that, another draft class, get some more weapons and more pieces on the offensive line. And in 2 years, they could be turned around. Or depending on how they do in this upcoming draft, they can turn it around.
Well, they got a top 5 pick, but we gotta see what they do. They're not picking a quarterback. I hope not. They don't do that.
No, I need somebody for that line.
But did John Harbaugh deserve to get fired? Yeah, it's probably time to move on. Hear a different voice. He been with Lamar for 9 years, and at some point, it was a report saying like they given up. They kind of given up on him, and it's like after a while, it's like when you lose the locker room, it's like it might be time to go. And yeah, I think it's time. I think John Harbaugh will go somewhere else. I just need to go to a team if I'm him that what's the culture? That's all I'm saying. What is the culture like? The Cleveland have no culture. Their culture sucks. Like they just haven't shown me nothing like they have a good culture. Like I said, I will honestly go to the Falcons. At least there I know the defense is pretty decent, but you have weapons. And you're in the weakest probably division in the whole NFL. So you have literally a chance of winning. That's what I would go. I would go there, but that's not my choice. It's whatever. That was just a disappointing season for the Ravens and like Lamar Jackson. Yes, I would say yes. Because you guys started out slow. I think they started out like 1-3. Lamar gets hurt. You guys looked really bad. He comes back and y'all was winning games, but Lamar Jackson wasn't like good. He wasn't like, let's just be fact. Let's just be honest. He wasn't really good. And y'all, if Lamar Jackson just plays decent in those games, y'all probably don't even fight for the division. Y'all probably, I ain't gonna say win it handily, but y'all probably it doesn't take a late field goal for you guys to win the division. That's all I'm saying. So yes, I think the Ravens disappointing season. Lamar Jackson, he was not good. And I know people gonna say he was hurt, and I think he was hurt, but at the end of the day, you can't be out there playing like straight trash. You was trash. Like this past game against the Steelers, he was good. He was really good. But after that, but like the other games, he was bad. Like he was bad. So yeah, I gotta say the Ravens were disappointed, and this was and John Harbaugh deserved to get fired. Okay, last thing, gotta get this content off. Do you think Shedeur Sanders, after winning 3 games, I think 4 games this year, do you think Shedeur Sanders deserves to at least start for the Browns next season? Come in as a starter.
Yeah. I mean, he showed what this offense could do with him under him. If you would have replaced Shador with Dylan Gabriel at the beginning of the year, I think a lot of those games they would have won, or they would have been way closer than what they would have. So yeah, I think he's earned to start next year to take the first team reps going into training camp. I don't think there should be a quarterback battle going into next year. I mean, which they probably still gonna do anyways, but I don't think he deserves to be one. And then as far as that whole John Harbaugh thing, I mean, if he goes to the Falcons, he's expected to win immediately because
Nah,
that defense is good and that offense they have a lot of pieces on offense, a lot of weapons on offense. So if he goes there, he's gonna be expected to win off the bat. If he goes to the Browns, he can build that culture. But it all depends on what he wants to do. If he wants to retire early or if he wants to keep coaching for some years, I would go to the Browns because you have more leeway. You have more leeway to make mistakes and to build that team and build that culture up. Because, like you said, they don't have one right now. Whereas if you go to the Falcons, they're gonna expect you to win from day one.
it- but if you're John Harbaugh, when you have basically had good teams all year, why would if I'm him, why would I go to a bad team? And I feel like at this point, I'm trying to at least be competitive. The Browns are not competitive. They're just not. They're not competitive. They're not a good team. At least with the Falcons, I can literally say they have pieces over there. The the Browns, yes, you're right. They do have to get pieces. I don't think they have a lot of cap space, honestly, and I don't think the Falcons do too. But at least I look at the Falcons, I can say, okay, quarterback, Penix, Kirk, whatever. I got Bijan Robinson. I got Drake London, Darnell Mooney. Kyle Pitts played good. I think they try to resign Kyle Pitts. The defense is decent enough. If I look at the Browns, I got a questionable quarterback, a running back who was good his rookie year, coming off of basically a broken leg. He'll be good though. Jerry Judy, You said it like a couple of weeks ago. He's not good. He's not a wide receiver one. Harold Fannin, he had a good year. It's questions on that offense team. The defense is good, but it's questions. And then you're in a tougher division. Why would I want to go to a tougher division? If I had to choose between the Browns and the Falcons, easily the Falcons. Why would I want to go to a team that, yes, you say they can turn around 2 years, that's fine. You're not better than the Ravens just because of Lamar Jackson. You're not better than the Steelers just because Mike Tomlin somehow finds a way to be over 500. And you're probably not even better than the Bengals if they get their act together. But at least if I go in the division in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's whatever. You don't believe in the Saints, and you don't believe in Bryce Young. That is a way easier path to me at least being good. And I just feel like after a while, I want to win. I don't want to go no rebuilding ass team. Like I want to at least have a chance to win. They don't have a chance of winning right now. They just don't. I don't think John Harbaugh wants to wait like 2+ years or 3 years for this team to get it together. I'm trying to at least win, at least be competitive. That's what I would think if you have been in the league for a minute. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the big problem with the Browns was the coaching. So now that you have a very competent coach, he's going to put the pieces around his players in order for them to be coached well, in order for them to play well. So I'm not really worried about that. And then as far as the offense, they can easily fix an offense in one draft. Look what the Bears did. They drafted Loveland. They drafted Luther Burden. They got Rome. They did that in a couple of years. So it's pretty easy to turn your offense around within 1 year. So I'm not worried about that. The defense is already great. The defense is already great. So I'm pretty sure they can, if they find the right pieces in the draft, they can turn that draft around within a year. Or if they trade and get some competent pieces for the offense, they can turn it around within 1 year. That's not hard at all. Because you have a competent quarterback. You say it's a question mark on him. I don't think it's a question mark on Shedeur at all. I think Shedeur is a starting quarterback in this league. I think Shedeur can play really well. I think if he would have started from the get-go, they would have won more than 5 games. And division-wise, we don't even know if Joe Burrow is going to be there because he's talked about how he hasn't been happy playing football. So he's a question mark if he's even going to be there still. And then the Ravens, we don't even know who their next coach is going to be, and they have to revamp their defense. They have to revamp their offense. It's a lot of revamping they have to do over there. So I'm not really worried about them. And then who else is in that division? Who else you say was in that division?
Steelers.
The Steelers. Oh, they don't even have we don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play next year. And then on top of that, I'm not even really worried about them either because their offense isn't that potent with Aaron Rodgers has played good this year, but if we get John Harbaugh as our coach and Shedeur starting and get some competent pieces around him, I'm not that worried. You smacking your lips is not that hard of a fix, dog. It's really not that hard. It's really an easy fix. They can turn it around within a year or two.
I can't wait till next year. Sure, Glaze gonna be crazy, but because I'm not gonna get in because if we get into Shedeur again, it's gonna be 20-30 minutes of yapping.
You're a hater, dog.
It's not a hating.
Do I think Shedeur?
Do I think Shedeur Sanders deserves to be the starter coming in next year? No, I think he deserves to at least battle. Whoever they bring in next year, I think he deserves to at least battle. I think next year, whoever this coach is gonna be, I definitely think he's gonna get first team reps. They at least gonna give him the opportunity to start. This past year, he didn't even have the opportunity to be a starter. But I think this year he comes in to at least battle for QB1. Do I think he deserves to get handed? No, hell no. He showed plays, but I'm not gonna fake it and act like he was just amazing at all the starts he did. No, that's just not true. He showed some promise. He was okay-ish. He wasn't great. All he got to do is stop turning the damn ball over. If he do that, I think he could be decent. But do I think he deserves to just come in? You are QB1. No, I don't believe that. I think he deserves to battle if that's either with Dylan Gabriel or whatever quarterback they bring in to start. Let's just hypothetically say they bring in a Kirk Cousins. I think he battles with Kirk Cousins throughout the preseason. Then if he beats him out, fine. but I don't think he deserves to be QB1. And plus, Deshaun Watson probably gonna be in that mix too. I like I said weeks ago, I don't want Deshaun Watson who's making like $40 million just sit on the bench and do nothing. I think he deserves to at least battle, but get handed QB1? No. He don't do that. He didn't deserve from what we saw. He don't deserve that to get handed. That's all I'm saying. But he definitely deserves to get first team reps. You don't even believe that, but I'm
yes, I do. Why the hell would I say it if I don't believe it?
Damn, why I say that? Damn.
What are you talking about? Because you be trying to say slick shit under your breath all the damn time.
I didn't. What did I say under my breath? What did I say under my breath?
Damn, why did I say that? You didn't have to say that, dog. What you
I did it. I did it. I don't know why. You know he don't.
You be trying to rage bait me, dog. That's what you be doing. You be trying to rage bait me, and you gonna get the right one. You gonna get the right one, dog.
Hey, Ray, you just rage baited about the Eagles running game like 20 minutes ago. You just raged for no reason.
Wait,
you love Shedeur. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. He just don't deserve to be handed starting QB1 though.
You what they call Stephen A. Smith, a damn coon.
That's crazy.
With black quarterbacks and black players, dog, you be so I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole topic for another day.
I root for Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson.
What are we talking about? You damn near coon, dog.
What are we talking about? Oh my God. Here you go. Because I think Shedeur Sanders shouldn't be handed QB1. That's a coon. You think because wait a minute, hold on. No. We ain't gonna let you get away with that. You think I'm the C word because I feel like he deserves to go in battling?
No, not just because of that. You're a coon because when Shedeur has played well, you downplayed it as it wasn't. Just how I downplayed Cooper's 42 performance as an 18-year-old, the same thing you do with Shedeur whenever he played good. What? Then on top of that, you're not even a player's first type of guy. You're with the organization first. Whatever makes you money and makes the organization money, that's how you think and that's how you go. That's cone activity. That's the same shit that Stephen A. does. Yes, it is. Instead of you riding with the players, not saying that you have to ride with them and they do wrong, but you don't ride with the players as much. If I had to put a percentage on it, you ride with the organization 80% of the time and the players 20% of the time, dog. You're a coon, dog. You're more for the organizations and the making them money than actually being with the players and being on the player side. That's what makes you a coon, dog.
I got a question. Against the Raiders, how did you think Shedeur played?
Against the Raiders. Hold on.
Because we gonna go through this. Reg, I'm sorry. We gotta go through this.
Nah, folks is trying to prove that he not a coon and that nigga is a coon.
All right, you can stop saying the C word. That's
it's okay, dog. Coon is not a bad word, dog.
It is.
It's not a bad word.
You know how YouTube be. You know how they be.
Coon is not a bad word, dog. If they let motherfuckers say nigga every single chance in their videos,
that's different, though.
If coon is a bad word, nigga is a bad word.
We know that's a bad word. Like,
regardless of whatever game, I thought Shedeur played okay. I thought he played more than okay.
No, we gonna go through. How did he play? No. See, when I asked, you said
spend another 45 minutes.
Yeah, take the L. Okay, we move on.
If you want to call it an L, fine. I don't think it's an L, and whoever's watching, I guarantee they don't think.
You said you think he was good enough to play, but then when we go through the game, you want
another 45 minutes to an hour on you trying to explain how Shedeur should be a starter when you should already see from his play that he should be a starter. No, you didn't. You said he should fight for his spot, not that he should be a starter.
He should be one. He should fight to be a starter.
You literally said that I don't think that he should be handed the starting job. I think he deserves to fight for it. And I'm saying I think he deserves to be the starter. He should be handed the starting spot the very first time next season. That's what you're not agreeing with.
That means he still has a chance to be the starter,
though. I'm not going to spend 45 minutes to an hour when we have several other topics to get to you, and you're still not going to get this shit, dog.
I'll run through it real quick. Okay. Shedeur Sanders against the Raiders, 11 for 2209. Against the 49ers, 60 for 25, 149. Titans, his best game, 23-42, 364 with 3 touchdowns and a pick. No, 4. He had 4 total because he ran for 1. Against the Bears, 18 for 35, 177. Against the Bills, 20 for 29, 157. Steelers, 17 for 23, 186. And Bengals, 11 for 22, 111. Stop it. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. You know damn well.
You think you ate so bad, boy, you didn't, boy.
I cooked you like twice.
Okay. If that's what you think.
I cooked you on the Eagles, and I cooked you on Shedeur.
You gotta let these delusional ass Eagles fans just talk. Look, y'all. Look, sometimes you ain't gotta always rebuttal a nigga. Sometimes you just let them spew bullshit out their mouth and look stupid on their own. You ain't gotta rebuttal everything, dog. So just for y'all out there, just keep that in mind. When niggas is talking shit to you, you ain't gotta always respond. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker think that they won so they can feel better about themselves. But in reality, they ass really didn't win. You know the truth. We know the truth. Everybody else knows the truth, but they delusional ass. So sometimes just let niggas talk. Just let them talk. They gonna make an ass out of themselves.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? He has to fight for the starter. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet anything.
I bet you don't. I bet you won't, scary ass. Let's move on, bro. I bet
that's what you want to call it. Okay.
Why you don't want to bet? If you're so positive on Shedeur, why you don't want to bet?
I'm scary because I don't want to bet. I didn't know I had to bet in order not to be seen.
Why you don't? If you're so
Shedeur.
If you are so confident in Shedeur getting handed the starting job next year, how much you want to bet that he will have to fight for it?
Again, I don't have to bet in order to be sure of Shedeur. If you think that's what makes me scary and what makes me less confident in Shedeur,
you're confident in the nigga.
Congratulations to you, nigga.
You're not confident in him. Okay. If you were so confident, you would think that he would go. You would bet.
I haven't been confident in him, but I've been speaking highly of him all this year.
I'm saying if you were so confident, you would bet that he will be handed the starting job as soon as training camp starts.
That does not mean that.
Okay.
Me betting on him does not mean I'm less confident in him.
All right, y'all. That was an entertaining hour and 12 minutes of NFL, the longest we ever talked about football.